Hi, I'm here on Leafs TV. I'm TJ Brennan alongside with
Jerry D'Amigo.
As you all might recognize, we are here to talk about Jerry's unbelievable beard. There are a few questions that arise with that beard, and here are a couple. Like, how long have you been growing it?
Well, first I'd like to comment on the wonderful tank top you got going there. It suits you well. But this beard, it's been a couple weeks now. May have started maybe a couple days early before playoffs, but I don't really know the date or the starting time of it.
It's wonderful. It's full grown. It's manly. It personifies everything that you are in a man. I like to think. There are a couple things that come with it. My parents were in town this weekend. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. My mom couldn't help to notice if there were any insects or squirrels running around in there. There was. She saw how thick it was, and she couldn't help to notice.
Obviously it gets mistaken for the brush at a bird's nest. Sometimes I get birds flying around trying to make their nest in my beard, but I tell them to get away, go somewhere else. It's definitely tough to keep away the animals, but at times I do get food stuck in there. When I'm eating a burger, you got all the ketchup and mustard. You got to make sure you have a napkin at all times.
It's funny because I could barely notice.
That is good.
That's punny.
That's very. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's a groom. It's a lot of work to groom this thing.
So how often do you groom it? It looks well kept. Is this just natural?
Obviously I try to go in the shower. You got to get a little soap in there. I've gotten many complaints on the smell. Sometimes I go in there, wash it with a little soap, and then I do have a little brush that makes it so it's nice and straight and not all tangly. You don't want people to go, that's a gross beard. You want them to go, wow, that's a nice, thick, succulent beard.
It's great. It looks great. Like I said, how long are you planning to keep it on after playoffs? Because I think, obviously I don't think you're a superstitious guy, but you look great with it. Let's face it here, guys. Would you consider keeping it after playoffs?
2 years ago I did keep it for another week or two. But the hot summer days and the itchiness really get you. Haven't yet figured that out. So if any suggestions want to let me know on those, just send them to me. But yeah, might keep it a little longer. People probably won't notice me without it, so I have to keep it for till I'm out of Toronto.
Besides yourself, best beard on the team.
Wow. I gotta give some runners up here. You're doing well.
Thank you.
Obviously you started right at the playoffs. Didn't get a head start like some of the guys, but Kenny Ryan, close second to mine. Trevor Smith.
Claiming self-proclaimed number one. I love it.
I've actually asked a bunch of people, and they said myself. So I'm gonna take number one status. But if Fraser McLaren's got a nice, if he let that go a little bit, you never know. But a lot of good beards in the team and a lot of bad beards as well.
Right into my next question. Who's the worst?
There's a couple. I don't want to bash this guy. A couple guys been bashing him. Jared Smithson. It's tough, but I'm not gonna say him. I'm gonna go with a couple others. Peter Granberg, a new rookie on the team, got a little peach fuzz, maybe some ear up, doesn't really know about the beard. Stu Pierce, he's getting better, but he's still, on that bottom tier of beard making. That's all I'm gonna go. I don't want to beat anybody down, it hurts the heart, when you can't grow a nice beard.
Yeah, of course, that's definitely easy to agree upon. Do you think that the guys with lack of beard make up in any other sense?
I think they bring a lot to the table. They feel like they're missing out, so they try a little harder to, make the boys laugh with other things. Maybe they buy a dinner for me. Hint, hint to any of the boys who want to buy me or Bren's a dinner, like Stu or any of the other rookies. We've done great here. We've hitting a lot of topics, and it's been a fun time.
Yeah, I've had an awesome time, and as you can probably tell, I have to get back to my workout, trying to do a little extra work here.
You're looking good.
But I appreciate it. It's been a long winter,
Yeah.
Got to get some sunlight on these guns and these cannons.
Shake off the hibernation fur.
That's it. But it's been a pleasure. And anything else you'd like to say?
Say thanks for doing the questions, my friend.
Back to you, Leafs TV.